So Fernand Lopez preparing for a UFC world title fight. Now, listen, I know you're a professional and you're always committed and you're wanting your fighter to be as good as can be. But when you're preparing for a world title, does that change the energy a little bit in the gym?
Yeah, you know how that's work. I mean, definitely. I had the opportunity to do that once, and that was amazing. And yeah, there's a lot of people. I mean, everyone is pumped about the news, and so yeah, we didn't have to reschedule everything. We just had to, to bring back to swamp the sparring partner, and then we're in. So yeah, but the energy is the gym is very good because we last week we had the countdown team from UFC at gym, so yeah, that feel good.
Feels real when the UFC cameras are in there for sure. You know it's stepping up a little bit. So let me ask you, Fernand, you guys knew a little bit. You had a poker face on when you were in Las Vegas last time because you guys knew a little something that none of us knew, that this might be happening. This might be a possibility. So I got to ask you, how much did this possibility factor into the game plan and the mindset for the Volkov fight? Because are you really thinking about two fights at one time at that time?
Yeah, I mean, it's very hard to do that. To be honest with you, the matchmaking team, the UFC matchmaking team, did a good job to do not disturb the camp. So they said, Fernand, you decide if you want to let know Ciryl or not. But if Ciryl win this fight, it will be facing Derrick Lewis in August 7. So at this point, I didn't want to let Ciryl know, but I didn't have a choice because how to say that Ciryl is about to have a baby, and
wow.
So the baby is expecting in the first 10 days of August, meaning that I need his approval to know if I'm okay with the UFC to set this up. So we are okay for retiral, but we needed to think with all the team, with his wife, with everyone to see what we can do. So we didn't put the wife in the second right away. We talked a little bit with people, and Ciryl is a lot about family thing, but we needed to talk about it. So we thought about it, and we was like, okay, the last person to decide will be Mrs. Ciryl. And then when we went back after the fight, he talked with her, and she said she's very brave wife. I mean, this kid is lucky, very lucky, because she said, I got this. Don't worry, guys. I got this. Just do your job, and I got this. If she shows up, I will handle, and finger crossed, she might with you. So the fun story is that he have one daughter already, and the first story is that the first daughter of Ciryl Gane just did the same thing. He went to Senegal because he liked to go to Senegal to give them a free class. I mean, like he's working with kids from a homeless kid in Senegal, Dakar, and give them some Muay Thai class for free in the beach in Dakar. So he went there. That was kind of 2 months before his baby shows up, and she decided to come when he was out of the town. So his wife called him saying, look, I'm going out to the hospital. I think she's coming. So he flew back very quick as he can. He missed one flight. He was about to kill himself in the airport, and then just catch up and she with him. He get there at time and have the baby coming. So it's kind of, he's freaking a little bit. He was freaking a little bit, and he said, I will not, I wouldn't pardon myself if I don't make sure that I'm okay with my wife. And she give the okay, the green light. And from there, even you don't think about it, you have that in your mind, right? I mean, somewhere in your mind, no matter how focused you are on Volkov fight, you keep thinking like, okay, what if I commit too much and then I get hurt and then I will miss that opportunity of August 7th? What if I don't commit enough and I get criticized like, okay, you're not enough offensive? So that was a very hard balance to find. And I'm very grateful and I feel lucky to have such a student like Ciryl. I mean, he's so smart. I mean, it's just like you're driving a, you have that small Toyota and then you're driving a Lexus or something very automatically comfortable that you just push a button and then bring you everywhere. So yeah, I mean, he made it to handle the thought about about August 7th and to keep working efficient as cool to win the fight.
That's awesome. Was it hard for you guys to keep the secret a little bit? Because I remember you guys had to be laughing. I remember asking Ciryl after the fight, like, hey, what do you think? Do you think you're ready for a title? And he's like, yep, I'm ready for a title right now. And I was like, oh, they're not going to give him a title shot right now. Was it hard for you guys to be like, hey, we know what's happening, you don't know?
No, it's not hard because what we know is this business is that if the contract is not signed yet, there's nothing true. Like even now that the contract is signed, everything can happen before and that date. So we know that there's nothing like guarantee. So it's easy to lie when there's no guarantee. It's easy to pretend, So we were acting, but it's not hard to acting when you know that this thing can slip you on the hand and you cannot have that opportunity that you thought that you had.
Yeah, no question about it. All right. So I know that you've seen the reaction, right? Fan reaction was a little bit like, oh, come on. What are we doing here with an interim title? But we understand what's happening, right? We need a fight for August 7th. Supposedly Francis Ngannou agreed and then changed his mind. Derrick Lewis, Houston, all those things. We know all the business things. But what's your guys' perspective? What do you and Ciryl think about this interim title? Is it I don't know, is it hard for even you guys to accept? Or are you excited about it? What's your take on the interim title?
We are very excited. We are really grateful for the opportunity. I mean, let's not pretend anything. I mean, we need to be grateful for the opportunity. I get it. I definitely understand the feeling of Francis Camp. I definitely is Michael. I definitely understand how Michael can feel if he thought that he get the situation and then saw the situation escaping, like, I totally understand. But in our side, I need to be honest with you, this is good opportunity for Ciryl. At this point, that was the same opportunity that we have at some point with Francis going back 2018. So this is interim title, which means the interim means it's not the title. I mean, we know that there's only one champ there. Only one champ out there. That will be Francis Ngannou. No matter what happened on August 7, but this is nothing. It's just interim title. It do not mean anything for us. And we don't feel bad about it because, here is the thing. You call me saying to me, Fernand, can I have an interview with you? If I say to you, I can tomorrow, will you stay there and just sit without calling someone else and say, can you make it tomorrow to have an interview with me? That's the same situation. That's how you handle your job. You have schedule to do. You need an interview. So you will call someone else to get that opportunity to have the platform to talk with you. That's how this big thing UFC is working. I mean, who I am to questioning something that Dana White have doing 20 years. 20 years he's been doing this. It's been the benchmark of all the events around the world. Well, there's things there and there that I think that I can do this way. I will have do this way, but I'm not Dana White. I'm not the UFC. I don't have that level. I mean, I'm a promoter, but a small, very small show, which is RS. And in RS, whenever I call a fighter and the fighter say to me, I can't, I will find someone else because the show won't go on, you know. So I don't feel bad about the situation to taking the opportunity because this is money we're talking about. This is their job. I mean, I'm making my life with another job, and Ciryl is making this life, and he need to provide the security to his daughter. The same for Derrick Lewis. Think about it. One of the person who is losing in this should be Derrick Lewis. He had the opportunity to wake up on August 8th and be champ and disputed on September. He had the opportunity on September to become champ and disputed, but he chose to start with August so that when September comes or whatever the date is, he will be with the pay-per-view point. Because if you fight now for the interim, when the time of the title, the really title come, it will be with the pay-per-view because he fought already for the title. So you cannot just let this, I mean, this opportunity is something big for us at our camp. And I totally agree with the way of the interim title. I mean, the interim title means you're just online. That's it. Nothing else. Okay? If we take out the argument of not disrespect, of ego, if we take out that, nothing changed for Francis, actually. Nothing changed. He's there, and whenever he decides to fight, we need him to fight. We will be there sitting and waiting whenever he decides to fight, and then we will show up. If we are online, if Derrick Lewis get online, he will be there expecting him, the boss, the champ, to give the authorization to fight. So for me, all the drama, I understand the disappointment, but I don't really get the drama. And I have to be honest with you. For me as a coach, is a big opportunity. Like, I'm from France. This is the last country. I'm originally from Cameroon, but my gym is in France. I'm working in France. We never had someone going for the title before Francis. And this is the first very born French guy going for the title. Can you imagine what it mean? I mean,
it's huge.
I mean, this is huge for MMA. Remember that the France is the last country to get the MMA legalized. How huge is this? And if we make it to pass Derrick Lewis, can you imagine what it means for France to have two guys, the champ and disputed, the interim champ, coming from the same city, coming from the very same gym, having the title? Come on, who will say no to this?
That's like a movie, right there.
I mean, if you write this scenario in a movie, they will say to you, you're a liar. There's not working. I mean, like, the first time Ciryl Gane meet with Francis, he was coming, Francis was preparing the fight against Derrick Lewis, and Ciryl was starting the first day training. I mean, do you imagine the journey to get there? I mean, so yeah, I get it. I get the fact that there's two standards. They were at some point, Francis Ngannou asking, "Come on, guys. I mean, what should I do to get the title? Give me at least with Jazz, give me the interim title." At that time, that makes sense. I mean, I was really strongly pushing in that way. Like, if he did everything that he should do to come back and get that interim title. But what they're saying in the UFC is that because of the injury, because of the reason of injury with Stipe, they didn't strip him and they did wait, which is totally, I understand this frustration, you know. But again, what I want to say is that we were backing the UFC to shake a little bit champ and to have champ fight. So it's not ever too late. They're starting now to check champ. Let's go. I mean, the next champ that if Derrick Lewis become champ, as soon as he decide to go on trip or whatever, no, they call someone else. Let's go. I mean, this is the new era, the new thing changing. Why not go with this? I mean, yeah, I don't want to lie to you, and I embrace the opportunity. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so let's talk about Derrick Lewis, preparing for Derrick Lewis, right? Such a unique character, right? I mean, not going to be really active usually. He's very patient. He kind of waits for the right time. But then when he unloads that shot, obviously he can knock out anybody in the division. So I'm just curious, how do you train for a guy like that? Because it's the timing and the traps, it's tricky, right? I feel like he's like kind of playing possum, like baiting, like, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I can't do anything. And then he attacks. So how do you prepare for a guy like that?
It's not easy to I mean, I don't think you can find someone who will make who will profile 100% Derrick Lewis. I don't think there's someone outside looking like Derrick. So we try to have like a full camp with some situation. Like I will pick almost all the situation that I saw already. See Derrick Lewis jumping and knock out someone. How did he do? Did he play the opossum and then come back with the punch? Did he was going back and then step back and come hard? Did he was running after 2, 3, 4 steps? Everything that he tried to do already, I will try to have Ciryl have that at gym at some point. We are very lucky. I think right now in the world with the active fighter, I think I'm very lucky to have in my gym the best 12 unknown heavyweight ever.
Wow.
Like I'm blessed. Like if I mean, like Francis is a killer, right? But I got some step videos where Francis get throwing all over the place or gun punching in the face. So there's people in my gym, heavyweights especially, killers, and they have the mission to help us push Ciryl and push him a little bit so he get beat up. I mean, when people say, Ciryl, how do you feel? Are you afraid because you are undefeated? No, Ciryl is not undefeated. Get beat up all day long at gym. So much talent guy in my gym. Very young talent guy, killers in my gym that no one knows yet, but they are coming very hard. And this guy, they will try to play a little bit Derrick Lewis. And because we don't have to go back to the conditioning, we just have to maintain. We were in the camp get over. We went back to Paris, free injury. I give him 5 days to rest a little bit for the physical fatigue that it can have, and that we cannot really qualify how much he can be tired on the mental part. And then he went back to the gym, and we're going on that, just keeping going, maintain the physicality, and then pushing on the strategy, pushing on the game plan, how to be at the same time avoiding the big bump, but at the same time try to finish the fight. We need to finish that fight. We definitely, I mean, to be honest with you, we have been trying to finish fight every time. Like the last fight, we couldn't. We tried. I mean, Ciryl had the advice to take Volkov down. But the only condition that I give him in, do not invest a lot of money on that takedown. If you ever try to take him down and he resists a little bit, let it go. Because if you take him down at all cost, you might not recover from the fatigue of that takedown. So he's kind of intelligent guy. Went there 2 times, 3 times, didn't have the opportunity, went back to the corner and said to me, he's heavy, he's huge. And I said, okay, let's go. Let's not force him, because we prepared 3 submissions, very good submission, where we know that if Ciryl get on that position, it's over. No matter how is your body, if you get in that position, it's over. But we couldn't, so we let go. Because the very same like with Jairzinho. At some point, get to the double leg, but get elbow on the head 3 times. Went back to the corner, said to me, kind of tricky. I don't want to spend a lot of time there because I might get knocked out at some point. Okay, fair. Let's go to the plan B. So we are planning to finish Derrick at some point, and that means that at some point we will need to go where is the fire, and we will need to go there very smoothly. So yeah, I mean, I love that challenge. I'm so excited about that kind of challenge.
Yeah, it's going to be a great fight for sure. I'm looking forward to it. Now, let me ask you, with this, there is no question about what comes next. If you win, you know exactly what comes next. It's Francis Ngannou. Now, you said it. It's like a movie, right? I mean, we're all playing out the script. I know you can't look ahead at all, but are you looking ahead a little bit? Are you thinking a little bit? And let me ask you, because you've been real nice about this, but will it be personal for you? Maybe not for Ciryl, but for you, will it be personal? And are you thinking about it already?
A couple months ago, that could have been a couple years ago, no, months ago, that could have been personal, but it's over. It's over in the sense that I grew up a little bit, and who made me grow up is Ciryl. Like Ciryl said to me, Coach, you are telling me to do not have this personal, because every time that he had any interview, I will make sure, or if he speak to me about Francis, I will make sure, Ciryl, don't make a mistake. If you take this problem on your head, you're fucked. You need to be free in your head. Don't get in that beef. Just get business. You need to be free on your mindset. I'm the one who had the beef with Francis. You don't have anything to do with that. And he said to me, Coach, okay, I will listen to your advice, but what about you? Really, what about you? You have an amazing family. You have people that love you. I fucking love you. I mean, we will die for you. Let it go. It's okay. It's over. I mean, like the guy wasn't cool with you, but it's okay. You don't need. I mean, you don't need him. You don't need to. And if they ever ask you again about Francis, don't even explain to people, because people they cannot understand. People they are fan, they love him, and you cannot change their mind. You had an experience with him. Just if you want me to be free, I need you to be free. So let it go. And I'm learning everything with that kid. I mean, it will not be personal. I mean, will I be emotional? Yeah, sure. I mean, to be honest with you, when Francis became crowned, I was very emotional. I mean, like, I knew that I would be emotional. I didn't know how much. I had 3 friends of mine asking me, can I come on your place so we can watch the fight together? And I said no to everyone. Because I felt like I don't know how I will feel. I might just cry. I might just be angry. I didn't know how I will feel. And I felt very happy for Francis, first of all. Very happy because I know the journey that he had to get there. I felt very happy for the Cameroon, my country, his country. I felt very happy for the Africa. And I felt very sad of the drama between he and me. I felt very sad because I was saying this thing and I was like, damn, actually life is nothing. I mean, this guy, we spent so much time together to try to actually make this happen. And this strategy that they're talking about, when I'm seeing people saying how good it is because he threw a high kick, do you know how many high kick did I hit? Did I get hit in the gym? Do you know how many middle kick that Francis kicked me? He was killing me. Elbow, spinning kicks, everything. We did everything. But the mindset wasn't that cool like it is now. Props to his team, Extreme Couture. Props to Nick Steak, the coach, who make it to bring him calm. Props to the Nigerian Nagma, Usman Kamaru, who said, I was just telling to Francis, calm down, just calm down. This is what I missed in 2018. This is exactly what I missed. I didn't make him to bring him the calmness that he needed. And props to them. So it's over. I mean, if they ever meet, I will be emotional because I saw them born as a fighter, as a mixed martial art. The very first day that Francis Ngannou had the MMA training, that was with me. The very first day that Ciryl Gane had the MMA training, that was with me. I helped them from zero to the title. So I'm proud. I'm very proud of that. I mean, if everything stopped now and Ciryl do not fight tomorrow, I will still be his best friend, and I will still be his big brother, and I will still love him. And I will be proud of the journey that we had. So there's no beef anymore. I mean, for me, it's just pure business. They're fighting to get the gold, and I'm a proud coach that for a very small gym in Paris, France, we made it to have 2 champs there. So for me, I'm already happy for that, and that's it. So I will be emotional because when you love someone and it's going inside there, have a fight, your heart is beating. You know, it's very hard for you. But I will not be in a personal business, no, at all.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that, and very, very well said, very well stated. So, well, listen, that's down the road. I do hope it happens. I think it is going to be great. It would be amazing for France. I don't know what the state of the country is like, but it would be amazing if it could happen in Paris. I mean, how amazing would that be if you could have the debut UFC pay-per-view event with that fight in Paris? It'd be phenomenal. But we got business to take care of in Houston first. So you said it, going for the finish, right? I mean, what kind of fight do you think we see here? Is it, when you say you're going for the finish, is it because you guys want to make a statement and prove that, you know, this is a deserving interim, but a deserving champion? Is that the goal here, is to kind of go in here and make a statement?
100%. I think, like, as I said to you, if you think when Ciryl fought against Deontay Mays, he didn't have to finish him with the ankle lock. He didn't have to. He was beating him like, you know, day and night. And finally, he went there to the submission. I called for the heel hook, and then he went with the heel hook. So there was this level, and now we want to go the next level of finishing. A little bit more, a little bit. Okay, this is risky because if we play safe, we can beat. I believe Ciryl Gane can beat Derrick Lewis only with jab all day long. He can win the fight, but that's not enough. not because of saying that fighter is boring. That's not my concern. To be honest with you, there's a lot of people there that we don't count who are loving the martial art, the pure, the way the artists, you know, the world artists, like you can go there and just paint the way people fight. Like this kid, Sean O'Malley, big fan. I'm a big fan of him because this kid he choose how he want to finish the fight. He will not just rush there, he want to clean shot, boom, and then turn turn back, and then the guy cannot wake up. This is the martial art that I love. This is my way to love. I like clinics things, clean. There's a lot of people there liking that. So we need to educate people so they will understand that Mayweather is the best fighter on the world, but he didn't go there and finish everyone. There's so many decisions that Mayweather made, but it's still the greatest. But we need to finish because the step over Derrick Lewis is something else. Francis Ngannou is a champ, a solid champ, he's a killer. If you want to go there, you need to step up a little bit. You know, you really need to show, to give something, a huge message saying, okay, we are coming now. I mean, this is it, you know. And for that, we agreed together, like Ciryl really want to finish this fight. Like he intend to go there and find a way to get in without get caught with that bomb, and then take Derrick out before the end of the fight. Let's see what I mean, if how that play. But this is how we want to do that.